Hello and welcome back to FTL. Last time we kinda got brutalized by a few ships. It has to be said, things didn't go perfectly well. However, we did get Eckman and Valeria on board the ship, which I would argue is a pretty good thing. And I think we are on the road to success. Okay, I take it back. I forgot that we were going to either a pirate-controlled or a mantis-controlled. Why does life have to be so difficult for us? Oh my word, let's just go to the mantis. Look, I know I don't like mantis, but I do enjoy blowing them up. I enjoy blowing them up a lot more than I enjoy fighting a bunch of pirates. It must be said. Okay, so there's a store down here which is going to be pretty important because we are on the verge of death. So I think we'll head down this way so that we can pick up some scrap here, hopefully. Head to the store, potentially fix a bit of our ship, and then go from there. Oh. Not much remains of this abandoned system. However, scans reveal a nearby mining platform with some salvageable materials. Well, that's nice. We didn't even have to do anything for that scrap. That's amazing. Like, I love scrap that I earn legitimately. I mean, that's great and all, but scrap that I can get for literally having to do nothing is so much better. Okay, so we're not going to be able to fix our entire ship, but we can fix as much as possible because it's going to be important that we don't explode. I mean, I think that's a pretty general statement across the board that it's fairly important that one doesn't explode. I didn't think I needed to state it, but could be a thing. So we're probably going to head round here, so like up this way and then, you know, see what goes on from there. We can even jump from this particular star system in, so we've got a lot of star systems we can go to. I don't even know if they're actually star systems or if they're like different planets in the same system. It's kind of hard to tell. What is this? When you see the Mantis warship waiting in ambush at your intended coordinates, your crew is relieved to note you've jumped somewhat off the mark. Okay, so what does this have? Looks like we've got an ion beam of some sort on this side, and I think that's some form of laser. It doesn't look like it's a terribly well-armed vessel. It does have a teleporter, but we've got Eckman and Valeria who can deal with anyone who jumps on board, so I think it might actually be worth just attacking the ship. Whoa, hold up. Oh, what kind of ship is this? What kind of ship comes into combat with just an ion beam? That's not gonna do anything. Who do you think you are? Aren't you gonna just land your only hope at possibly taking us down in the middle of the med bay? Look, Eckman on his own could have like wrecked your face, or her own. I actually don't know what the gender of any mantis is. I haven't checked. But I think, I mean, it's really hard to tell whether or not Eckman is a man or a woman. I'm not good at sexing mantis. I'm, in fact, not certain there are many people who are. I mean, I'm sure there's some entomologists somewhere who are like mantis sexing experts, which is quite a thing to have to put on your business card. I'm gonna level with you to say, what is your specialization, my friend? Oh, my specialization is in figuring out particularly what gender a mantis is just by looking into its longing eyes. And of course, no one's going to stick around at your dinner party after you told them that you do a job like that. Oh, that is weird. Just too bad for you, mate. Looks like the ship's exploded. We did get a small bomb weapon, which is brilliant. We do need that. Okay, this can be of use. So right now, it's not terribly of use. It uses a missile. It does system damage. But what we can do is with the small bomb, we can possibly circumvent certain defenses, like any form of anti-missile drone won't be able to stop a bomb from coming in. So we could like circumvent their defenses that way. Children on Earth are told tales of the blood-red mantis invasion ships. That'd be these. Much like the one bearing down on you now, which once threatened the planet. You order weapons free. Yeah, I would agree with that one. I don't like mantis. I think we all understand where I stand on the various species in this game. I don't like very many of them. Actually, in saying that, I only really hate slugs and mantis, which are both, I will say, have a very legitimate reason for us to seriously dislike. I mean, they're terrible creatures. You can't argue it. I mean, I know you're thinking right now, oh, you gotta give a species the benefit of the doubt. You can't just immediately call all of one group of a species the worst thing ever. But then I cite Pippaluck, and I know you know right now that I'm right. Come on. Pippaluck is the worst. And what species could create something like Pippaluck outside of a bunch of slugs? Anyway. This guy's dead too. Apparently the mantis in this sector are not very good at fighting at all. The ship explodes, 19 scrap. That's pretty good. We do need a good amount of scrap because we need a second level of shields. Preferably as soon as possible so that we can actually, you know, arm ourselves decently. Having only one level of shield is just not acceptable under any circumstances. Because, I mean, it's just too easy to get past it. A nearby mantis mining operation is clearly using heavy NG slave labor. You briefly consider the possibility of emancipating the slaves, but the mantis presence is too formidable. You decide to lay low. Oh, come on, we could do it. I mean, I think Eckman on his own could, like, cause a massive distraction by being, like, just walking up to all the mantis and just being like, hey, I'm a mantis. And then all of them are going to be like, oh, hey, check it out. No, he really is a mantis. At which point there's a barrage of missiles moving in towards all their ships. And by the time that they've all, you know, murmured to each other, yeah, mantis, definitely mantis, yeah, mantis, all of the ships will have exploded. In saying that, Eckman would probably be sacrificed in that plan, which is kind of unfortunate for poor Eckman, but I mean, Eckman, you have to take one for the team on occasion. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. Ooh, a distress signal. I mean, in Mantis space, a distress signal is not necessarily a good thing. This has every likelihood of just being a Mantis ship waiting for us, but I'm gonna go for it. Who knows? Perhaps there's someone to save. No, there is someone to save. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease is spread virulently. They are setting up quarantines to contain it, but a riot has broken out. Oh, no. Yeah, we've done this one before. I mean, last time we had a Rock and an NG who were both really good at dealing with this situation. I ain't sending my crew down there. You guys, you're gonna have to fend for yourselves. Unfortunately, your mission is too important and you're not willing to risk your crew. You prepare to move on. That's right. Eckman, don't even question it. Eckman has been, since he's, of course, come amongst the humans, has been having a moral and ethical dilemma over the fact that he's killed so many people with his sword hands. Pippaluck is desperately trying to tell Eckman that, well, Eckman, that's what your sword hands are for. That's the purpose of having sword hands. Eckman, on the other hand, continues to have a vicious existential crisis. Luckily, he's professional enough that it doesn't affect his work, which I appreciate quite a bit. That's very important. Small rebel ship is docked at a small station. You try to lay low, but it spots you. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You think you're so cool with your little flat cannon and your heavy laser. This could be dangerous, actually. A flat cannon and a heavy laser is no joke. Open fire, single missile, and take out their weapons. Oh, mate, it's the 1-2 punch of our ships. You just missile lasers, and they're completely neutered. They think they're such a cool ship. Trying to surrender to me? Are you trying to offer This is a paltry quantity of stuff. I mean, you're even completely disabled. We've taken out their weapons, shield, and engines. How could they try to offer us so little in exchange for their lives? You need to learn the proper rules of capitalism, you rebel swine. We will not accept your surrender. Get out of my face. Who do you think you are? Open fire on the bridge. Take them down. Kill the captain. If we could capture him, we would, but we can't because we don't have a teleporter, and, you know, that's really hard to do that. What is this? It explodes, leaving behind a substantial amount of scrap, which is 16 individual scrap. Unfortunately, not quite enough for another level of shields. How sad. I'm pretty sure this next jump will get us enough for another level of shields. Oh, this is where another level of shields would have been really nice. You arrive in an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout ship has been stationed here. Prepare for a fight. Oh, good lord. had to be a combat drone. Let's get people into the shield bay to make certain that the shield bay gets repaired ASAP. Because those shields are going to be absolutely key to maintaining the ship and not having it suddenly and spontaneously explode. I mean, I say spontaneously, but it would probably explode due to the numerous quantities of, like, lasers, missiles, and asteroids coming towards it. But I think you get the idea. Very nice. We got 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 16 scrap. Solid, solid. I mean, we would upgrade our ship so that we had enough for another level of shields, but unfortunately, it just so happens that we're in the middle of an asteroid field, and nobody wants to go outside the ship in the middle of an asteroid field. You're all a bunch of cowards. Jeez, it's just asteroids. It's just massive 20-ton rocks flying around you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. They won't be fine. They wouldn't be fine. They're very smart in not, actually, you know, dealing with that. You arrive extremely close to a star. You receive a message from a pirate ship. I'm glad you arrived. Our ship is damaged and we were getting desperate. Well, I could possibly offer you some rations or some missiles in your face. I hope you don't mind if we take yours. I do particularly mind if you take ours. And quite frankly, you've made a very, very poor decision in where you jumped into our ship. Quite frankly, the airlock is not a place that you're supposed to actually jump into a ship from. Generally, you go into, like, I don't know, some section of the ship or some area where it's not incredibly easy to just vent the ship. I mean, come on now. Okay, let's get out of here. We're gonna jump out before there's even a single solar flare. Oh my goodness. We have gotten concerningly good at this. What? Oh, they're gonna offer to... You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extra. I do have extra. We actually have a lot extra because we don't use drones at all, if you haven't noticed. We are specifically very much against any form of robotic artificial intelligence at all. Because quite frankly, the artists amongst us consider it to be a, like, deformation of the human form to create an artificial intelligence. Eckman is very much against that because as he's been having his existential crisis, he's also become a serious humanitarian. Not just towards humans, but also towards artificial intelligence. So there's a bit of, like, there's some rubbing between the crew about that one, but overall, Eckman gets, like, overshadowed by the fact that Michelangelo doesn't like artificial intelligences, and he is the captain, so what he says goes. So we're gonna sell the drone parts for a nice tidy quantity of scrap, and with that, we should be able to actually, if at all possible, fund enough stuff. I mean, I guess we have enough to arm the second level of shield. We have to turn off the med bay, which is actually a pretty standard thing to occur regardless, but now we've got 2 levels of shield, and we have a small bomb weapon that we can arm ourselves with soon enough. I'm not certain we'll keep that in the long run. I mean, the Artemis missile is... Well, probably a better move would be to, take out the Artemis missile and replace it with the small bomb. Because the small bomb is easier to actually get onto the ship. There's less things that can stop a bomb rather than a missile. So we could sell off the Artemis, keep the small bomb, and then see if we can't use the money we sold the Artemis for to possibly get ourselves a new weapon that's a bit nicer, like a flat cannon. I would love to see a flat cannon. Flat cannons are great. But anyway, for now, that will bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we'll be heading towards the NG homeworlds, probably, because I don't want to go into another Mantis section. I don't like Mantis. Outside of Eckman. Eckman's okay. Decent. Half decent. Okay. But we're going to go to the NG homeworlds to avoid as many Mantis as we possibly can. So, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.